What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a great start into the new year. I couldn't be more excited to start off 2022 by revealing something new about me to you guys. If you don't know already, I love art. In fact, I also create it myself. When I graduated from high school last year, I had art as one of my IB diploma subjects. I remember entering the course with a pretty easygoing attitude, not caring much about it, thinking I could just push through. However, little did I know it was going to make me discover my passion for creating visual art. I would say I have always had a very specific perception of things, and realizing that I could visually communicate that without having to use words through art is a real gift. I don't want to talk too much, I'd rather show and go through it then, so let's just get into it. I'm at the point where I can't picture myself ever stopping the creation of visual art, so I also have no clue where it could potentially take me career-wise, but I feel like it's time to share it with you guys. Over time I've noticed I'm specifically skilled with dry media, so the majority of my pieces for now are in charcoal and chalk pastels. This charcoal landscape was one of the first artworks I ever created. The concept was to visualize a place where all the childhood memories go after we forget them. I work with a lot of nostalgic references through symbolism in my work, as you can tell, and I generally feel very connected to my childhood. However, in an ominous way. For example, looking at the chimney, you can see Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy hanging inside because they committed suicide. This comes from the idea that as we grow up, we no longer believe in them. The creation of my art is really a learning process. So this piece, for example, inspired me to create a 2.5 meter long charcoal landscape with the same concept. As you can see, it is very dystopian. I also feel like it's the charcoal that creates an eerie vibe, but I like that. My charcoal pieces are stylistically inspired by 1930s, 40s Disney cartoons. I generally have a very personal and odd connection that I can't really explain. Maybe it's also because I used to visit Disney World a lot when I was younger, but I definitely have a very specific connection with the Disney universe. Which is why I also tend to include a lot of their elements in my artworks. And I know that's not a new thing, we've seen it before, specifically in contemporary art. Pop culture is a huge thing, but I do feel like my approach is different, and even if nobody likes it, the process is extremely therapeutic for me, and I do it for myself. However, speaking of, I've already been lucky enough to have sold a few of my pieces to not only family friends, but also people that I don't really know too well. And I feel like if people hang it up at their house, other individuals that I may not know at all get to see my art. And through this, my reach and recognition grows. There are a lot of references and a lot of details in my pieces. I really take my time to plan them out well, because for myself, I want to see constant improvement and I want to have something I can be proud of when it's done. I feel like my fascination with the fragile innocence of cartoon characters, toys, or other childhood objects comes from how easily you can change the demeanor of something simply through the visual execution of an idea or the scenarios you put them in. And as you can probably tell by now, I love the whole childhood concept, but I make it dark. Something that is really exciting is that I notice for myself how much better I get with each piece. Sometimes it's just that I work faster, it's more ideas, it's noticing a pattern in the creation. So for example, I don't know, I drew a book in the piece before, and now I know how to draw a book the right way, or the way I like it. So it's a constant learning process, and that's something so beautiful to realize for myself. I'm definitely at the beginning of my artistic development and hopefully my artistic career, so we'll see what's to come. I'm well aware that my art is something people could potentially say to, I would never hang this up in my house just because, yeah, it can be considered graphic or dark, but I feel like if it speaks to you the way it speaks to me, you can see the beauty in it. And that's the beauty of art. Before I finish off, if you are seriously interested in my art, feel free to contact me. I'm also very much into creating personalized artworks for people, meaning that it would specifically connect to your childhood. So you would tell me your favorite childhood movies, your toys, and all that stuff to hopefully give you the same experience I have when I create a piece about myself. There's also a personalized stamp and another signature on the back of each piece. Because even though I don't yet have a gallery to do that for me, fake it till you make it, quality and effort is everything. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I hope this was somewhat interesting. I feel like it's an exciting video to start the new year with. As I've said, I'll definitely continue the creation of art. It's just the beginning of my development as an artist, so I couldn't be more excited to even think of what the future might hold for me. I think it's important to constantly work on yourself, so I'm definitely thinking about taking some drawing, painting, and generally some art classes to simply speed up the process of taking my skill to the next level. But until then, thank you so much and take care. Bye.